Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Richard here, the creator of the Top Hat Gaming Man, once again joined by my friend and colleague for this show, Street, who helps me run the channel Beyond the Hat, where we regularly have discussions like this. And in today's topic, I'm going to be doing something which I rarely tend to do online, and that is, for once at least, admit I was wrong.
That's twice in 1 week.
Really?
Yeah, because we have another video admitting that we made a mistake over on Beyond the Hat.
Yep, so if you want to check out that out later, go for it. But yeah, I was wrong about the Street Fighter 6 trailer.
Really?
In some ways. Yeah, I looked at all of the feedback in the comment section, and that's one of the best things about having a YouTube channel, is that you can get so much dialogue with people in general, and people was able to address some of the comments I made about the game and disagree with some of them. And one of those points I actually took in and I completely agree with now.
Yeah, I think it's FBFB, isn't it? Fanboy feedback is what you received.
Yes, I did indeed.
Which is interesting because I'm not a huge Street Fighter fan past 2. So it was nice to hear other people's opinions.
Yeah, it was indeed.
One of the main opinions that you got was that hip-hop belongs in Street Fighter.
Yes, that was the comment I made that seemed to annoy a lot of people. Was I said that what's with the hip hop within this trailer? There's no place for hip hop really in Street Fighter. I don't think it fits at all.
Yeah,
and then somehow he managed to reconstrue that into the fact that I hate hip hop, which
people were very angry, writing in all caps on everything. Why do you hate hip hop? Hip hop is amazing, and it's like, well, that's not exactly what you said, is it? Let's be honest. People just getting angry for no reason. Kind of like
an outrage.
Exactly. So people getting very angry at you for not enjoying hip hop. What did you say?
I said that I believe it was along the lines of I don't really think hip hop should have a place in Street Fighter. Something along those lines, because of all the iconic tracks you've already got from the Street Fighter universe. Like, as I said in the last video, Guile's music goes with everything. So if you're going to make a Street Fighter trailer, use a track everyone already knows, so they instantly associate that with the Street Fighter brand. Mm-hmm. Like, what? You could just use Blanka's theme, or even Saga. The fact that I just
Zangief.
No, not today. Not
today.
Sorry. But yes, yes, another year maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, if we get many more.
If we get any, that's a strong point as well. That's worth mentioning. But yeah, the thing I was saying, to go all the way back round, I was wrong with regards to that comment. That I do actually think I was wrong, and hip hop does indeed have a place in Street Fighter, and the reason as to why
popularity.
Exactly that. Yeah. If you're making a new game and invest as much money as possible into it, you want to appeal to the widest demographic you possibly can. And in terms of music genres, there isn't really many that has been that culturally relevant for so long as hip-hop.
Yeah, I mean, hip-hop's been in the charts in both the States and in the UK since, the 80s?
Yeah, and consistently as well. It's like, it's popular music at the end of the day.
Yeah. So appealing to everybody is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, or as many people as possible.
Yeah.
You can't really make something that appeals to everybody. That's not possible. But again, you still want to try and appeal to as many people as possible if you're a big, nasty corporation anyway.
That is true. And Capcom are one of those.
Yeah,
despite people's love for them.
Well, it's in the name, Capcom. I think Capcom... No, that's no, I'm wrong. Capsule Computer, not Capsule Corporation. That's Dragon Ball Z.
That is. Yeah, no. Capcom are more evil than Capsule Corp.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Capsule Corp.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah.
I think they're maybe more popular.
What? Who's more? We're not talking about whether Capcom or Capsule Corporation are more popular, are we? Because that's not the debate we're having.
Maybe that's a different video.
But yeah, in regards to me being wrong about that, although I was wrong, I also wanted to address that a lot of the people leaving those comments, I feel, was more wrong than me.
Ooh, okay.
So that's what I really wanted to say, guys.
Yeah, that's why we left that later.
Yes, I only admitted I was wrong so that I could say, no, you're wrong as well.
Yeah, you're more wrong than he was.
And the reason why I think you're more wrong, not wrongs, is because...
Could have gone wrong.
They tried to claim that, of course, hip-hop has a place within the Street Fighter universe. Hip-hop was a massive part of Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, Street Fighter 3, the most successful of the Street Fighters.
Yeah. And they tried to make it out, these comments, like, oh, you clearly don't know anything about Street Fighter because you've not mentioned Street Fighter 3. Well, obviously there's a reason I'm not going to be talking about Street Fighter 3 in a video about Street Fighter 6 and how it could potentially be popular and why it'd be popular. If you're trying to make a successful game, you're going to make it as un-Street Fighter 3 like as possible, because at the end of the day, I think it sold 80,000 copies across all the Street Fighter 3 games.
Okay.
Whereas when Street Fighter 2 was launched, it sold 20 million plus. That's a massive dip in popularity.
See, I wasn't aware of the numbers. That's crazy.
So what's that? They lost 95% of their audience between those two releases.
I guess, yeah. Something like
That's ridiculous,
Close.
isn't it? What a drop-off.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
80,000. I didn't realise it was that bad. I
It
knew
was,
bad.
yeah, big difference.
I didn't realise it was that bad. That's crazy.
So why would you want to make Street Fighter 6 anything like Street Fighter 3?
Yeah, you want to be distancing yourself from
You
Street Fighter
do,
3.
exactly. So reminding us that hip-hop is in Street Fighter 3 is not something you should be reminding me of if you're trying to argue against my point. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible game, Street Fighter 3.
Well, yeah.
It's not. It appeals to
not.
different people, and this is kind of the problem
Yeah.
that I think maybe
And
Capcom
we
had for a while.
discussed this within the trailer, that we felt that a lot of the elements was trying, including the title, was trying too hard to cater to the competitive scene.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Street Fighter 3 did as well, and alienated the mass market.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be making Street Fighter 6 as commercially successful as possible, you want to make it as bespoke for that mass market as you can.
Yeah.
On the basis that we saw what happened with Street Fighter 3 in the past. And that's why hip-hop's great for the game. It appeals to the mass market. But making it Street Fighter 3, like, oh no, Jack, in my opinion.
Yeah. That is not what Capcom should be doing.
No.
They should be targeting towards the best game. Well, it's difficult to say best, because I was watching an interview recently, and that's slightly off topic, but I was watching an interview recently with a wrestler, a very well-known wrestler, can't remember who it was, but they were asked, who is the best wrestler of all time? And they said, well, there's multiple ways to define best. I know you have opinions on this that will come, but they were saying you can have an amazing wrestler, one of the best actual wrestlers ever, but you can also define best as who made the most money. And they're two very, very different things.
Personally, I completely disagree. I think to be the best wrestler, the best wrestler's only the person who's made the most money. That's a wrestler's a work brother, as Hogan would say.
That is true.
So there's no other way of viewing it other than who's made the most money.
You can have most entertaining.
Well, whoever's the most entertaining will make the most money.
You would, yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. It depends on what you look at. I mean, I look at wrestlers like, if you look at someone like Cesaro or Dolph Ziggler, they put on amazing matches, really, really good matches, and they make everybody else look better.
They might be able to make other people look better.
Which makes more money for the company, but not more money for them.
No.
So it's
but
hard
they do not overall make more money for the company either. Like, obviously, what do we call I can't think of the technical term for it, but people...
Jobber.
No, job is the wrong word. Job is the wrong word. There's a technical term for wrestlers like that, and I can't think what it is. But no, I disagree. The best wrestlers of all time are Hulk Hogan, because he made the most money, brother. And then you could argue a case for The Rock, because he made even more money than Hulk Hogan, because he used wrestling as a platform to shoot himself into Hollywood and then make money as that. And then an argument...
Stone Cold.
For Stone Cold. An argument can be made for Stone Cold because he made so much money over such a short time period and boomed the whole business.
Yeah.
But to make a case for HBK or Bret Hart or any of those being the best of all time, absolutely not, because they didn't draw at the end of the day. They were the equivalent of Street Fighter 3.
Okay. So, best in a different way.
But
best technical. Because, again, Street Fighter 3 is an amazing game. We're not trying to say Street Fighter 3 isn't great.
No.
Because Street Fighter 3 is technically incredible. It's really, really technically sound.
There is a niche.
But it didn't make the money.
No. There is a niche within a greater fan base who will say Street Fighter 3 is their favourite. Just as there is a niche within pro wrestling who will say the likes of HBK or Bret Hart are the greatest of all time. A niche can say, I got the most entertainment out of that. But in terms of releasing a commercial product, the best product, in terms of fighting games, or Street Fighter at least, it goes to Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Without
I do
a doubt,
agree with you.
Shadow of a doubt. So if you want to make Street Fighter 6 as commercially successful as possible, it's got to be as Street Fighter 2 like as they can possibly make it.
See, I was trying to give you a bit of a face turn.
Okay.
That's what I was attempting.
Tough. That is tough.
It was tough. I was trying really hard, and rather than you defecating all over Street Fighter 3 consistently, I was trying to make you say, I can see why it would possibly be the best Street Fighter 3 game, because you have so many Street Fighter 3 fans in your comment section that are going to be shouting at you.
It's the best for competitive play, as far as I'm aware. but that's not a good reason to be trying to make a commercially successful product.
There we go. So you did it.
You do not want to appeal most of that field if you want to make something that's going to sell well.
Yeah, I had to prompt you into it, but that's your FaceTime. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah. That was my heel turn.
I didn't see that coming.
No, you wouldn't.
It's a surprise, to be sure.
But a welcome one.
Thank you. Is there anything else that we need to say?
Not really. Just to summarise, have I said this already? I don't know. The summary basically is that I guess hip hop does have a place within the Street Fighter universe because it's appealing music to the mass market, but it doesn't have a place within Street Fighter just because it was in Street Fighter 3. That's a ludicrous case to try to make.
And I think I will agree with you, and I can guarantee the comments won't.
I hope not.
Yeah.
That'd be more fun that way.
Because we do want your opinions. Because we may make another video.
Yeah.
To milk this cow.
Of course. And just to let you all know, this Street Fighter discussion isn't quite over yet. So if you want to head over to our other channel, Beyond the Hat, which only consists of videos of this style, head over there now because we are going to be discussing the possibilities of Capcom completely ruining Street Fighter 6.
Yes.
So if you want to go watch that juicy video, then head over to Beyond the Hat now. The more of you who subscribe to that channel and hit the notification bell, the more likely we will be able to continue to upload content on that channel to be able to entertain you all. Let's make it grow as quickly as we can. I love you very much for that.
Yeah. Also, we have lots of archived content.
Yes, we do.
From previous episodes that we have done very similar to this. Yeah. And reading through the conversation from the last video, lots of people have been going back through that content and saying they have been enjoying it.
That's good.
So yeah, we have lots of archive content that you can go back and watch for discussions similar to this.
That is great. So yeah, I was wrong.
You were wrong.
I was.
But you were wronger.
Exactly. Wrongerer.
Yeah. This is not a good end.
Yeah, I can make up words.
Yeah, that's true though.
I'm English.
That's true. We invented the language.
Exactly.
So we can invent more language.
Exactly. I can just add to it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So yeah, that just about concludes this. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheerio.
Wait! Come back. Ewoks.
So we was casually discussing this earlier. That really Street Fighter 3 is the Street Fighter equivalent to the Ewoks movies and Holiday Special. Certain fans may seek them out, but they don't appeal to the mass market. Bye!